Hi guys. All right. Technology is great, right? Here I am talking to you. You can get on your phone, you can get on your computer, you can get on your tablet, you can check out everything, social media, YouTube, all the things, right? It's really great, but it can be really bad. And we're just going to kind of go over that, okay? We're going to kind of just discuss some of my concerns and my thoughts about social media. And I want to start off by prefacing that I was a social media junkie, hardcore junkie, you know, putting pretty pictures of what I ate and where I was and what I was doing and this and that and yada, 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 yada. Because social media, why not? Right? Everybody else does it. Why not I? Because it's not the best thing for you. We need to stop. We need to unplug. We need to rewind. We need to quit doing. We need to think about what we're doing, who we're showing, what we're putting out to the world, because we're responsible for that. We really are responsible for that. Let me kind of, just go over my concerns, really, because I have concerns. I use technology a lot. Okay. Can't tell you when the last time I went to a damn library was, probably when I was in college. And it was a virtual it was a virtual library, so it was part of this technology and worldwide web and danger that we're speaking of. Um, I'm not saying it's not convenient, but guys, it's just not the best. There's a few concerns I have. Your emotional well-being, your safety, your outtake, what you're putting out there, how you're putting it out there, what you're doing. And it all can be super helpful and it can be all downfall. Okay. Um, let's talk about the first thing. Okay. To me, safety, safety, safety. Back in the day when I would, go out to eat, I would post where I was going. Back in the day when I would post every move I made. If I made a cooked meal, I had to post it on social media, right? Everybody needed to know. Um, I never really lived presently. I lived for the outcome, right? Well, then I pulled away from that for some because when I became single and divorced, I think my brother or my mother or somebody, I think it was probably my brother, to be honest. He's like, "You're posting when you're not home so people can come break into your house." Oof. He might have had a point. He might have had a point. Shirley didn't want to believe it then, but as you become single and you're on your own, you think about your safety a lot more. So I kind of pulled out my presence on that. And, I would post occasionally just about my day, work, whatever, birthdays, whatever. And then, of course, I would just follow my friends and my family. And I loved being able to stay in touch with everybody. And it was something that I learned just was not safe. Okay. Let's go into the next part of this. I don't know how many times I hear people say, every time I go to Facebook, it's searching for, it puts an ad up for what I searched or talked about. Yes, it does. Because when you set up your $1,000 plus cell phone and it says permissions that you just kind of roll past, you're permitting it to use the microphone on the app. Okay, I worked for AT&T a long time. I knew that already. It's been something I'm aware of since before, freaking, I don't know, iPhones even, you know. Um, we give that permission. Okay. We give it to permission to listen to everything we do. Even to use your phone app, you're giving it permissions to use the microphone on your phone. How ironic, right? So it's not that anybody's necessarily hijacking you, but you've allowed your phone to hear every move you make. Okay. Unless you've went in and changed the settings, which some people are starting to do that more and more because they're just learning, Um, But when they say, be careful what you say because somebody's always listening, somebody's listening. I can probably go to my next Facebook post and it'll say self help, technology worries, or whatever, because I give it permission to do that. So, again, another downfall of technology. So, we have the safety, we have the concern of privacy. Now, let's talk about the emotions that can come with this, okay? I have said that we became more of a me society than I've ever remember, and it's been because of social media. Okay. Because that post that I put that I was going to eat at Texas Roadhouse and everybody liked it. Everybody's like, yeah, la, 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 like, heart. What happens is we feed off of that. We're like, yes, people are looking. How exciting. And I get it. I post these videos. I really would like somebody to like these videos, right? But my process today, my thinking today on it is that I'm doing it on a platform where I'm helping to help. I'm doing it in a way that I want to be beneficial to others. Previously I could have chopped my ex-husband in 3,000 parts, and the more people said that was a good thing, like happy or liked or hard or whatever, it let me continue to be negative on that subject. You know, if I was, I don't know, just there's so many things that brings that attention and you start feeding off of that attention, and it's not always positive. It's not always a good thing, right? So with that being said, it's not always healthy for our mental capacity, our mental health. It's not always what we need. It's not always what's the best. It's not something that we need or have to do to live. And to be honest, if you look at studies and reports, people that have pulled themselves away from social media are living a better, healthier, more active and engaged life. Okay? Their worries and fears and anxiety and stress tends to come down. Okay? It tends to regulate because we're not seeing only negative. We're not feeding into everybody else. We're not worried about what others are thinking. We are taking back that role in our life of being responsible for our feelings when we step away from it. Okay. And it's very beneficial. I was not that person until I got with William. Okay. William we'll say had, so Facebook, but we never talked on Facebook. I don't even know that we were friends on his Facebook. Um, just didn't do it. Okay. And he does not care about Facebook. He does not care about Instagram. He does not care about Twitter, anything. He does care about YouTube. He loves YouTube and he uses it in a healthy manner, a positive regard for him. But I still sometimes worry about that too, which I'll get into in just a minute. But until I got with him, it was never really an issue. When we were sitting there spending evenings together and I'm playing on my phone, oh, what's Jan Doe say? Oh my God, what's Molly Kate? Oh my God, oh my God. And I'm feeding into these people and I'm feeding into that time, and I am definitely not present in the situation that I'm having right here. It became a problem. And he said something and he said something and he said something. And I just kind of, what's he talking about? Like, what? Like I could get rid of it anytime. I could do it. But it's harder than it sounds because once you're there, right? Well, when he came home this last time, I'm going to tell you my Facebook, my social media presence, probably 10% of what it was. Watching it, posting, all of the things. And probably why I have more mental clarity today. I know my mom's safe. I know my brother and my family have my number. My best friends have my phone number. So if they need me, they know how to reach out to me. If I need them, I know their number, right? My kid, just anybody that's important, I have a way to get a hold of them. And I don't have to dive into that aspect. Now, when I'm going to the bathroom, do I like to be like, yes, I do. That's me. But I don't stay there. When I get on Facebook, you can ask William, I'm the worst. Like I'll flip through and I'm looking for the oddest things. I don't care what people are posting. I seriously do not care what you're posting. I don't. And if you're posting something and you want me to see it, you might tag me in it because I don't pay attention. I do pay attention to food recipes. I pay attention to this Las Vegas page. I pay attention to things like that, but I'm not following or paying attention to people. Because what I've learned in my profession is that I can see something and I immediately try to take that in and it weighs on me. So it's been so much better for my mental health just to kind of take a step back. Um, I can honestly tell you today that I could probably delete Facebook and be okay. Instagram, be okay. I learned that I get more sleep with not looking at it. Um, I learned that from my stroke, because from the time of probably my stroke, just I don't have the ability to, my mind, my head, my eyes doesn't allow me to spend lots of time on there. So probably that's when I started seeing the change. And then when he came home this last time for that 2-month stint, it was really obvious then to where I'm okay without it. I do like Facebook Marketplace. Your girl can shop on Marketplace, but I'm just a window shopper. I just like seeing what everybody has. I don't want to really even buy anything because that's just what I do. But that's that part of it. Like you get drawn into it becomes consuming. It takes you from the present. It takes you to negativity. It takes you to, putting yourself in others' lives and worrying and caring about too much. Okay. I do love the fact that you can get on your phone now and you can have instant weather anytime. Being from Oklahoma, we're in tornado century or century. I don't know what they call it. Tornado alley. There you go. Tornado alley. We're there. Hello, Oklahoma. I don't really know that we are so much now. I think that it's kind of died down the last few years, but we're considered to be tornado alley. It is shifting, but I think we're still in that cusp. With that being said, for example, I lived in Moore, Oklahoma in 2013 when that tornado came through in May. I was in the very heart of that tornado. Okay. I thought the heart. I heard it. I mean, I knew that I was down in my basement with my bestest family and my closest people. But you heard it. Like it went over us. I literally was one city block away. Okay. So I was in the debris ball. Okay. So all the debris came to me. But I was able to keep up with that up until AT&T lost their service. Okay. And I would say that was probably 2 minutes before it actually hit us. Okay. Technology, that same social media is how I couldn't reach out via phone, via text, anything else. But for some reason, I could randomly get on, I think it was Messenger maybe. And I was able to message my mom and my best friend and, let people know I was safe. So it does have positive things. So I'm not saying everything's negative. Okay. But that's just a small piece of that. Okay. The next thing with that, and this is where it hurts me, because as much as I am going to say negative right now, there's so much positive. Okay. So in 2020, when COVID started in light of, William's like, we should do a YouTube channel. I'm like, okay, let's do it. And we started. We invested some monies and we just started recording and we did things that we wanted to do and people were watching and we had some good, we met some neat people, some fun people. He was already a YouTube watcher, like he watched others, but we put ourselves in the situation to where we record videos and we do it, and enjoy it. I love it. I don't want to change any of that for the world. But I also have been able to say we need healthy boundaries. Like I have to have boundaries with YouTube. I don't want to put everything out there. I want there to still be special moments between William and I. I want to be able to go on vacation and not have to worry about having a camera in my face all the time. I want to have those moments where it's special between us. And we do very, very well at that. Okay. So to me, YouTube is not unhealthy. William drives down the road. He can go, 4,000 miles a week. And there is nothing better than knowing that when I go to bed at night, if he's stuck driving a night shift, he has something to entertain himself to help keep him awake. He has that in his ear that he can push play. He can listen to his buddies talk. He can listen to random people talk. Like he can have anything in the that he wanted right there. Very good positive aspect. Okay. What I don't like is that when I get on YouTube and other platforms and I'm seeing so much negativity, like it's exhausting, it's sad, it's painful, it's confusing because then I'm like, why am I listening to this? And it's heartbreaking. Like it kills me sometimes because I would love to believe that everybody has each other's backs and that, if we don't have anything nice to say, we're not going to say anything at all. That would be my belief. Okay. That's what I would want because I truly believe that that's how it should be. People that are watching my videos have to be above 18, I think, if we have it checked for no kids, only because occasionally my mouth slips and I say a cuss word. But I know that everybody that's watching me should be a mature or maturing adult, and we should learn that we just don't need to say some things. Not everything needs a response. And when I tell you, like, I thought I absorbed a lot. I've been watching William be not even in the middle of, but in the middle of these videos of some people, just hearing them and the effect that it has on him. Like he cares, he worries, he's concerned, he wants to do something, he wishes it was different. But what do you do? What do you do? If you watch the video, you're supporting the craziness. If you don't watch it, then you're not supporting your friend. If you watch this video, then you're doing something. But if you don't watch it, like there's so much there, like blah, 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 blah. And it's sad. It's sad. It's sad that people have to worry about like getting on this app and the craziness or chaos or the worry or the fear that can come with it. I'm pretty solid. I'm pretty solid here when I say I don't care, okay, what anybody thinks about my looks. I don't care. Call me fat, call me ugly, call me whatever. Thank you for giving me your opinion. However, I don't care. It's not going to stop me, hold me back, or kill me. Okay? I can honestly say that because I've worked through that. I've worked through all of the negativity. I worked through and processed how I let that affect me. And I didn't work through it to help others. I worked through it because I needed to understand that some people are just not wired the same as I am. And if they're going to say something mean, I can't stop them. And I can't even say that they're wrong for saying that they don't think I'm pretty because that's their thoughts and their opinions. That thought and opinion does not affect me and who I am as a person. It just doesn't. It doesn't. It used to. It used to make me very sad. It used to make me cry. It used to hurt my feelings. It used to have a great effect on me. Okay. But because I can honestly say, I thought people weren't cute at all costs. I mean, there's times that I said, no, that's my opinion. Just because I don't verbalize it doesn't mean somebody else can't. They can't. They can say whatever they want to say. They can do whatever they want to do. However, I can determine how I let it affect me. I can determine what it does to me. Okay? I can be who I want to be and be okay with me. Like, we listen to this one guy, he absolutely hates big women. He no, let me rephrase that. That's wrong wording. He absolutely dislikes the thought of being with a big woman. He's not attracted to them. He doesn't hate them. They're just not his cup of tea. Right? Hats off to you. Hats off to you because you say that. You're okay saying that. That's what you feel. That's what you believe. That's your desire. That's your wants. Now, I've seen people get offended by that. I've seen people get offended by what he says. And I'm like, okay, why are you offended by what anybody says? That's why he thinks. That's his feelings. That's what he wants. But he's never, ever, ever, and I don't think he ever would be disrespectful to me. I feel like I could reach out to this guy and he would treat me like the person I am. He would value who I am. Therefore, what he says about what he doesn't like is not directed to me. It's not a Diane deal. It's not something that should be affecting me. It's not something that I will let affect me. Okay. There's people that talk about, we're going to get into this, women shouldn't do this and men shouldn't do this and this shouldn't happen and this shouldn't happen. And I can hear it all and say, oh, dear Lord, do what you want to do. Say what you want to say. It doesn't affect me. But I am not like everybody else. I am wired differently. I am wired differently because from everything that's happened from when I was way younger, whether it was social media or whether it was real life, I worked through and I processed and I overcame and I worked through and I processed and I overcame and I continued to do the cycle until I am where I am today. Okay? Not everybody's had that. Not everybody's had that ability to do so. I was picked up from a very young age from a mother that knew mental health was very important, and she had her shit together, and she made sure that I had my shit together. I think she probably made sure I had my shit together better than she made sure my brothers had their shit together. And I don't think it's because she was trying to, but I think that she was very aware of what was going on, and therefore she was a very good support for me. Okay. I had a mother that secured who I was by caring. I had a mother that when I cried about being bullied or made fun of for being fat, she talked to me and listened and heard me and related with me. When I told mom that I was being made fun of for having glasses, she's like, but can you see? Yes, that's what's important. That's what I was raised with. So I'm not wired like everybody else. Today, if you told me I was fat and ugly, I could still go to my mother and I could process that. I could go to William and process that. I could talk to my people. And that is what I've said over and over and over on my channel. Make sure you're in a positive army. Make sure your army has your back. And if you can be anything for anybody out there, be part of their positive army. You don't have to think alike. You don't have to have the beliefs, but be there for them. And if it's not your business, don't put it out there in the world. And if you are putting stuff out there in the world, shame on you. Don't put your stuff out there in the world on using technology on the intraweb. Don't do that if you don't want it to turn around on you. Don't. We got to do better as people. We got to do better as people. Now, I might have a weak day and I might come on here and I might cry and somebody could use that against me and that's fine. That's fine. I'm still wired to take that and say, okay. But not everybody is. Not everybody is. So I would ask with all of this and all of the technology, all of social media, all the platforms that we think about one another and think about what people are saying and if it's really affecting you. Okay. In the last few months, I have heard lives completely shattered because of platforms, social media platforms. Lives changed forever. And it's sad and it's disappointing. And I've heard great people try to be there to help others, whether it's word of mouth, whether it's having in their back, whether it's trying to pep talk them, whatever it is, they've tried. But they can't be everybody. So step back for a moment and just say, who am I and how am I helping? Okay? That's all you have to do. If you have nothing nice to say nothing at all. If you're getting on social media to create an audience, know that there can be repercussions of that. If you're getting on any kind of social media platforms to gain that audience for attention, make sure you put into check yourself and make sure the attention that you're going to get is what you're truly wanting. Because I can make this video and somebody can record it and it will still be out there even if I delete it. I can make a post on Facebook that can be with me for the rest of my life because all it takes is one person that doesn't have a mindset like me to take that and try to use it against you. Come on, people. We got to do better. Do better. Do better for yourself, do better for your friends, and do better for the whole social media platform. So that's my rant for today. That's what I wanted to talk about. I need to get that off my chest because I've sat for so long and been quiet and been quiet and been quiet. And dang, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. And I have told William, it's so hard because you're either supporting them and the crazies or you're not. And then you're not supporting at all. And it's sad. You shouldn't have to make a decision. People should just be nice, be kind. So yeah, there you have it. My 2 cents. Again, I'm back on the videos. We're doing this. We're going to do it. So I will be back. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe and hit the bell because there will be more videos coming soon. For tonight, guys, have a good one. Bye.